Nothing's just a good podcast like chewing sounds right out the bat. What's up, guys? Sorry we weren't here last week. I was sick of the puking variety momentarily for 24 hours. MJ seems a little more enduring. She's still a little sick. Is that right? Is that fair to characterize you as that?
Yeah, I accidentally got the flu, so that's what I'm rocking with right now. No, that's a good idea.
Yeah, that's what people thought they had in March 2022. You know what I mean? The flu. It's COVID. It was a COVID joke. I thought
March
those might
2022?
No, 2020 TOO.
Oh. Yeah, sorry. I didn't turn the captions on, so I didn't see that.
The joke is honestly bad. So
that
it's
I have COVID?
Right. So yeah. So it's like not funny really, but right. Guess where I am?
Me? Or the
Where
audience?
I am. You.
Troy, Michigan?
Did you look at my location?
Of course I looked. I look at your location all the time.
Did you see it was specifically in Embassy Suites? And did you think, I wonder if Andrea is in a conference room that she had to ask the person at the front desk to let her borrow so she doesn't have to film this podcast in a hotel room with her father and husband and 2 cats? Did you think that?
I didn't think that, but now I am.
Well, just so you guys know, I do a lot for this podcast, okay? I always say podcasting isn't easy. I think me and MJ, we couldn't imagine taking 2 weeks off the podcast. So I thought, no matter what important things are going on in my life with moving, no matter what sickness or ailment MJ is cursed with that particular day, we must push on because we have the utmost important motorsports news to deliver to the people. And are you ready to do it, MJ?
I'm so incredibly ready. I feel like taking 1 week off, my brain's like, oh, well, no one listens to the podcast anymore. So, like, we can just kind of fuck around this episode.
Go
We've
crazy.
lost everybody.
Yeah. No, they all forgot we existed. Duh.
Yeah.
I see you're repping your McLaren hat. Are you ready to talk about Las Vegas?
I'm so ready. I was hoping this would pander to a more McLaren-based audience. I'm out for trying things.
They'll love our episode. We're gonna say really based and nuanced takes about new McLaren. I think it's probably gonna go a lot like this. Ha ha, dumb stupid heads don't know how to measure plank.
No, I prepared a poem.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we'll save that later for later. What do we have here for our F1 notes? Dude, you bring up a great point here that I feel like you and I specifically are the only people that are talking about this. The Netflix Cup. What the fuck happened to that?
Literally, like, it happened, and I remember going into it being like, first of all, name one person who watches golf. Nobody watches golf. Nobody watches F1. This is going to be a disaster. And then I started watching it, and I was like, oh my god, this is a disaster. I'm having so much fun. The mic's consistently hot. Marshawn Lynch was smoking a cigar and just saying insane things into a hot microphone the entire time. No one knew what a scramble was. That was fun. They were racing golf carts. That's not a part of golf, from what I understand. There was a giant, Squid Games woman that Lando Norris was petrified of. I mean, that man could not perform to save his life when that woman was looking at him. And I thought it was really fun.
Didn't Alex fall over?
Alex did fall over. I think, yeah, he did fall over.
Yeah, that was so good. The sphere was like super sphering that day. Like that was like the beginning of the sphere. Like I think that was like one of the first times I had really like begun to conceptualize like this is a giant fucking light up ball in the middle of the city. It was insane. And like my brain was I was like, you're gonna race around that? Like that thing's obnoxious as fuck.
And it was the first time they ever put like googly eyes on it, and in that moment I was like, that's my child. I think that's my kid.
Feeling maternal towards it.
I feel really maternal towards it.
Yeah, and then like I think that what was so funny, I couldn't tell you a single golfer that was there. Don't give a fuck about that sport. Didn't learn any of their names. Then Marshawn Lynch is a he's an example of a pandemic that is, I'm back to the pandemics, sweeping across Vegas, which is whenever F1 comes to town, we are going to give any celebrity that asks a microphone and a job related to
Yeah.
F1 for the day, even if we're not certain they can do it well. Like,
No.
and look at what it's Marshawn Lynch, Terry Crews, whoever that guy is that was doing the post race interviews at the podium celebration this weekend. Did you watch?
No, I was asleep.
Oh, last year was Terry Crews, who they were like, he's going to help with the interview for some reason. This year they chose some other dude. I don't even know who he was. And like literally you have David Coulthard like talking to them about the race. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to toss it to my like fucking Make-A-Wish celebrity friend here, I guess. Like, am I allowed to make that joke? I don't know. Like, it's like literally like, I don't understand why this person's there. And he's just like, yeah, you guys show such bravery out there racing those cars. And I was like, hey, so that's actually not how you conduct an interview. But I'm glad we gave him a mic and got him up on stage in front of the Bellagio fountains. That's good. But like, why do they do that at Vegas specifically? Like, just the
I don't
most
know.
un-F1 related celebrities. They're allowed to like do an actual task related to the sport.
I don't know. I don't know. I do kind of like it though. There is something really there's something funny about it that I'm like it all fits the vibe. Like the Netflix golf thing that was like incredibly unorganized, the manhole
Mm-hmm.
covers consistently popping
Mm-hmm.
off, the drivers being like I hate this fuck ass track. It all perfectly like bundles itself up into the most beautiful weekend ever.
They're warming up to to Vegas, by the way. Like a lot of them this weekend said like they've gotten better. They're like this was the dumbest track on earth 2 years ago, but like every year gets a little better. Weirdly though, they always still bring up the weed smell, which like when we were in Vegas, I feel like I didn't notice a weed smell.
There are certain parts of Vegas that I distinctly remember having a weed smell, and it like right outside the Bellagio has a like I could point to them on a map. I could be
Mm.
like, it smells like weed here.
Weed.
It smells like cigarettes here.
Here they're doing dope. Here they're smoking J's. Here they're like just like total. No, they sound like such like they sound like me honestly, which is like I'm literally a young woman trapped in like a 55-year-old woman's body because I'm like literally like wait, no, the other way around. 55-year-old woman trapped in a young woman.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
even gonna be that nice about myself. Whatever. But like I literally walk into a place, I'm like, why does everything have to smell like weed all the time? You know what I mean? Like do whatever you're gonna do, but like why does that just smell like this everywhere? And that's because I have scent induced migraines, people. I promise I'm not just a narc. But these boys be narcs. They're up there, they're like,
Yeah,
it
they
smells
are.
like smoking dope. I don't know. They're so funny though. They're warming up to it. So thank you for bringing up the next Netflix Cup. I had never watched it until actually I was on the plane to Las Vegas last year,
It's
and I
so
was
good.
like, "Why aren't we doing a full tournament of these? Forget sprint calendar. Let's get Netflix Cup calendar. Each race
Please,
gets
could
a
we bring in
golf special."
since NASCAR also has a show on Netflix? Could we also bring in them because I watched Carson
Ooh.
Hocevar do his little golf thing with Gamebridge and
Yeah.
Caitlin Clark, and it was very, very funny. I don't know anything about golf, but just watching him do it and be like, "Oh, thank God I didn't fuck up." It
Thank
was
God.
really endearing to me.
I think that he has just one of those figures that is just not very athletic.
He's very
Lanky.
lanky,
Mm-hmm.
complimentary.
But yeah, but like weirdly, so is Caitlin Clark. So she also looks like she shouldn't be able to do anything athletic, and then she just does. So I guess we could wait for that for Carson. Maybe there's
You
something that
think
he
he's
has
gonna
to
grow into
unlock.
it?
Yeah, yeah. He's just it's like in growing pains right now. Oh God. Yeah, no, I would love to. Yeah, fucking. Why do I feel like golf is something that Denny is like really bad at, but like is insistent on getting good at because he thinks it's something like a businessman would do? That seems like Denny
That
Hamlin
does seem
coded.
like that because it is a businessman thing. They like go
Yeah.
out and they wear their cute little tennis skirts and they golf
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
talk about
Right.
finance or whatever.
Yeah, I think
So it
that's what
makes
they're
sense. But
doing.
I think you can split up most drivers into like fishing or golfing categories. And I think Denny, as we've seen, is big on fishing, on attempting to fish.
But like he seems like he's not really in it for any reason other than the aesthetics of it, like looking like you know how to fish, which is exactly
The
what golfers
aesthetics of
do.
fishing. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Whereas you look at like a Kyle Kirkwood and you're like, that's a kid who likes to fucking fish. Denny
Yeah,
doesn't give
that.
that.
No, you're right. You're right. He's a poser.
I've always fucking Denny. I've always said that. Fucking get at me, bro. If you got a problem with it, come on the pod and prove me wrong. Tell me 5 facts about golf or something. I wrote this when we didn't cancel our episode yet last week, and I thought, what are we going to talk about for F1? And it's just that Ollie Behrman race pace seems oddly correlated with countries that allow hormone treated beef.
I mean,
take that Maha movement.
Who are we to argue with science? This has always been a science-backed podcast.
Yeah, Ollie says, I would like double the GMOs, please. Yeah. I don't know. That's all I got for you. Aston Martin, okay, you take this away. I don't. What did Aston Martin do?
They fired their team principal CEO. Like it happened in the midst of the McLaren disqualification, so they really tossed that under the radar. But allegedly, they're looking to bring on Christian Horner. Allegedly, maybe all of this is alleged. I don't know if any of this actually happened. Now that I'm thinking about it,
there was like conversation about it being Christian Horner or 2 other people that like got fired from their jobs, and I was like, that's a good place to start for when you're looking for a new team principal. Dude, people that got fired, that's good.
It's so stupid. They do the same thing in the NHL where they're like, our team is looking for a new coach. We just had to fire the last one because they had a horrible stretch, like a few really bad seasons. I think the first place I'm going to look is at the other coaches who just got fired from their teams because they had a horrible few seasons. It's like, so hey, dumbasses, get on LinkedIn for a second. Find some fresh fish in the sea.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's so stupid.
Some new hires, please.
Like, get an intern in there or something.
Guys, if you want to be team principal of Aston Martin, print out your resume, walk it into the front desk and say, hi, I was hoping to talk to this CEO. And they'd go, he got fired. And be like, perfect. So you have an opening.
It's like,
well, here's my resume. Think on it.
Did you ever walk around the mall when you were like of hiring age and my mom was always like, you should just go in and ask them if they have an application. And I'm like, no, they don't do that anymore.
I will say I was like a hostess at a restaurant in my small town when I was in high school. And I got the job. I did fill out the paper application, but I'd also been eating at this like restaurant for like my whole life. Like I was like a regular, and they like were like, okay, sure, you can come and work here. Whenever people would do that, like people would all the time come in and be like, can I have an application? I'd be like, sure. And I'd hand it to them, and my dumbass teenage brain, I'd be like, she could never make it. She doesn't look like she's got it. Do you know how hard it is to be a hostess on Fish Fry Friday during Lent? Whoa. I don't think you're fucking cut out for it. So, dude. Yeah, I'll give you the application if you think you can handle it.
People still do, like people will walk into my job and be like, are you guys hiring? And I'm like, well, what like role are you looking for? And they'll like look me straight in the eye and go, probably something like what you're doing. I'm like, oh, sick. I don't know. I'll pass your information along. Maybe soon.
Oh God. Yeah, let me think about it as you run it through the shredder. Got lost in the mail. Idiot. Okay. Speaking of the McLaren DSQ drama, should we save that for the end? Should we play pretend the whole time that doesn't happen?
That it doesn't happen? Like a spoiler-free podcast? Sure.
Right, until we get to the end of the F1 weekend, and then we inevitably talk about it.
Yeah. No, let's not acknowledge it. Yeah.
Right, okay, that's good. F1 Academy, first time in Vegas, had quite the showing. I would say, like, they had a pretty interesting championship battle happening with the last 2 races. That was unfortunately kind of... The excitement was maybe stunted a little bit by a formation lap crash, but it was
Incident.
raining, right, for the first race, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah,
There was
like it
a
was
bit
all of
of a
Saturday
wet
or Friday.
condition. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that was a bit interesting, but it was cool because they, I think, had like a pretty good crowd. I couldn't tell, obviously, I wasn't there. I was just basing it off of like what I could see from people on social media, like going to the races and talking about going to the F1 Academy races. I unfortunately did not get to really watch very much F1 Academy in Miami because of rain. And it seems like
Mm.
F1 Academy definitely gets like the short end of the stick of like if there is rain, it's obviously going to be the first thing that they cancel because it's like a support series. But what do you think about F1 Academy kind of focusing their calendar towards the US races? Like if they continue to do Miami and Vegas, we don't get like F2 or F3 or anything as our
Right.
support races here in North America. Do you think that it's a smart strategy for them to be focusing more on the US races for F1 Academy races?
I mean, I guess I haven't really thought about it until you just now ask
Mm.
me that. I think that they have a good support system here. Like, I think the fans
Yeah.
really enjoy it. And it does help that there are some Americans on the grid. You know, Americans love that. But also the fact that they're not gonna ever bring out like F2 or F3 or F4 to any of these races.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a support series that is still in like the Formula pipeline. Because like if not, like we had the Ferrari challenge, which was totally not at all the same as F1. So I think it helps some of these venues keep an audience there longer because I don't know how many people were frothing at the mouth for the Ferrari challenge like we were. We were
I
kind of
thought
the
the
only
first,
people there.
yeah, we were the only people there, and even then, we were like, I wish I knew anything that was happening right now. we were
No
like,
idea what's
we were
going
like, is
on.
this like a qualifying or oh, okay, they already qualified. They're racing right now. Oh, okay, fuck. Okay, sorry, it might
Yeah.
be. Yeah, no, I'm clocked in. Sorry, didn't realize that's what we were doing because you guys played no commentary, and we were just
It was
listening to
so good though.
Chromeo, I guess.
Dude, fuck Chromeo.
Fuck Romeo. They literally were like, here's the most confusing Ferrari Challenge motorsport event that you have no familiarity with whatsoever, and we're going to give you no background and no commentary. Have so much fun, guys.
I did have fun though, but there was nobody there, which was kind of my point. I think the
Yeah.
crowds were probably a lot bigger for F1 Academy, which means obviously more people are buying food, more people are paying $55 for a
Mm-hmm.
vodka Red Bull.
Right.
Um,
Sensible.
Sensible, but
So we
I don't
have
know. What do you?
oh, well, what do I think? I think I'm just trying to figure out like who the market is for F1 Academy. And right now it seems like women motorsports fans, which there is
Right.
this like noticeable shift of like in the US, like a growing trend of that.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think if you wanted to actually prepare these girls for F4, F3, or so on, I do think more of the European circuits would be a better fit for that. If you wanted them to get visibility in front of European sponsors or in like knowledge on in European tracks and like stuff like that, I think like they would be more helped by doing like a spa rather than a Las
Yeah.
Vegas. Like that's more of what they would probably be doing in their career progression. However, what I was going to say was you mentioned Chloe Chambers, and we're like, okay, she won race 2. She's done with her F1 Academy experience. What's next? And I do wonder if there is like seen to be more of a pathway maybe for some of these drivers through the IndyCar feeder series. I mean, like, there seems to be more excitement for women drivers in that than there is maybe in the traditional, gross, disgusting, misogynistic F4, F3.
Yeah. It would be cool to see her kind of go through the IndyCar ladder, but it's like I'm also like I don't know if that's what she wants. Whatever she wants, I want for her. If she wants to continue this Formula 1 dream, hell yeah, Chloe, I'm right there with you. I will do everything in my power to make
It's
that
like,
happen.
I would follow you through hell and back. I just wish you'd stop going there.
Yeah, literally. Literally. But I do think she would make an amazing IndyCar driver. And imagine her just one day, her and Catherine Legg, I think, is probably still going to do races in IndyCar
Mm-hmm.
every once in a while for the rest of eternity. Having her and Catherine Legg at an Indy
Mm-hmm.
500 one year, I think it'd be really cool to see Chloe Chambers go to IndyCar. That being said, girl, if we want to continue this F1 pipeline and for you to be the American hero on the
That we all
F1,
need.
yeah, like Ollie's doing a really good job of being the American hero, but
Mm-hmm.
it would
Mm-hmm.
be cool to have
Mm-hmm.
an American be the American
Yeah.
hero.
Right.
Sick. That would be sick.
That'd be fun.
Whatever she wants, I want.
Honestly, Haas Vegas would have hit better if she was still on Haas's Formula Academy team. Like it was like that was everything, and just imagining her in the Haas uniform on the podium with the American flag. Like
Dude.
Haas Vegas needed it, to be honest, and
Hmm.
we'll allow it because we love Chloe Chambers, but she had more aura when she was with Haas.
No, I agree. I love Red Bull. I thought it was really funny how she sang the Viva Las Vegas when she won, but there was truly like a spark about her when she was racing for that American team.
Gene Haas was definitely in the U.S. being like, "That's my girl, man,
Yeah, wherever
America."
he is on house arrest or whatever, allegedly.
Yeah, definitely in country because not allowed elsewhere.
Where else could he go?
The way that like I know very little about Gene Haas, yet I'm
That's
like,
all I
dude,
know.
fucking weirdo, lame, lol. Okay, and then it would be wrong not to mention that Dorian Pan or Paint. It's like European last name. How do you say
It's
it?
French.
Right?
Dorian
It's like
Pan.
kind of like
Pan.
it's
Pan. Well, now I'm unconfident.
it's like Charles Leclerc like or just he says like his name different every time he says
He
French people.
does.
What's up with the
We've
name
done that to him.
pronunciations? But anyways, she was crowned our champion. When you're talking about what's next for her, things are a little more complicated. I think at a certain point, people would say she would just continue sports car racing with Iron Dames, which she has done
Hmm.
successfully up until this point.
Hmm.
However, is there a potential that Iron Dames is in financial trouble? Thus, also
Um.
the Prema situation that we have yet to get an answer on.
Right.
Would hate to see it.
Yeah. I hope she continues racing. I don't know where she's gonna go, but I hope wherever she goes, I will follow her. Same with Maya Vogue. That was so sad to watch her
Yeah,
because
Maya's
like it was
was
a
really.
truly a battle till the end. She did have that overtake on Dorian. And then watching her on the podium with her Lego flowers, like she was truly crushed. And I did like that's my child. I was like, man, unfortunately, we got to get her out of there.
Yeah, Ferrari. What can I say?
Dude, she had the closest chance. I mean, this whole
Honestly,
season,
maybe
she's had the closest chance of winning for Ferrari.
maybe that's
Didn't
what that
hasn't
was
she
all
won?
about. The championship? No.
No,
Races,
not the
yes.
championship. Yeah,
I was like,
races.
well, we just say it's
No,
Dorian.
no, no,
And we were
no.
like talking about how sad it was and stuff. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
no.
So
I
no.
recall.
Maybe she was just like trying to stick with the Ferrari brand.
Oh, sad,
Tragedy.
miserable. Mm.
Ding. That red team is fucking just cursed. I don't know. She has definitely I think grown a lot. I think last I didn't watch as much Academy last year, admittedly, but I knew she was like starting to gain a little momentum, and then it was like okay, she's going into her second year, and it looked like okay, that would be like a really great way to wrap up her story. The weird thing about F1 Academy is that because they only get 2 years, now three, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
it's like kind of I want a good happy ending for everybody that is like on their last year that I feel like is so deserving of the title, but like because it's such like a that it's their last race, whereas in Formula One you don't know that. You could want a good result from
Right,
somebody, you can want them to win a championship, but you don't know so certainly that it's like this is their only shot at it.
right.
What do you think about the
Yeah.
third year? F1 Academy is a complicated thing.
It's hard because I like the concept of F1 Academy and I like the missions and the goals of F1 Academy. We haven't really seen it be super successful in setting these women up for success in the future. Like Marta Garcia, sometimes she's kind of in limbo. She does race for Iron Dames. Abby Poling, who was last year's champion, she went on to race
Formula E.
F4, and now she is a reserve driver for Formula E, which freaking Formula E.
We got a whole nother episode. I think it's titled "Fake Feminism." If you guys are interested about our thoughts on Formula
you could just
E,
repost everything from that to this
everything
season.
that we say. It's actually an annual thing now, so you can just go ahead and take everything we say in that and just repeat it every year.
Yeah, redo it. Could this third year set them up? I mean, okay, but we did introduce this year the kind of like scholarship of them moving up the ladder. So like there is something to be said about like the advances that are happening. Is a third year going to make the difference? I don't know. It's
also hard when like Formula One Academy is trying to make use of the talent that exists in the pipeline, which is the whole point of it, is that there's not enough of it. You have a lot of drivers in Formula One Academy. They're not even really that interested long term in open wheel single seater racing. Yet when they don't continue beyond that, it's still labeled as like a failure of the series. Like take for example like Leah Block, who's like, I'm going back to rally car racing because that's what I'm good at and what I want to do. This was fun.
She has said she wants to be the first American woman in F1, so I don't know where she sits.
Oh, okay, so she's a little teetering.
She's kind of playing all of her like employment possibilities, I think.
Okay, so never mind on that. Okay, then I stand corrected.
But like the sentiment is still there. Like people looking at Abby Poling, who is competitive in other series. It's like, yeah, but she's not in the Formula One pipeline, so to speak. So it's like,
a lot of drivers aren't.
No, well, and that's the whole point. Is then we get stuck in this loop where it's like, pinnacle of motorsport. Like if you're not in the F1 pipeline, you're not a good driver. It's like we get stuck in that. But it's just, if these women want to continue on the Formula ladder, I would like to see a more direct line of action, is what I want. Yeah. That's what I want.
That's what MJ wants. What
That's
you
what
want
MJ
for yourself
wants.
in your career, get fucked. She said
it's about me. If that's what you want. If that's what I want. If that's what you want.
So do it now. Yeah, I don't know. I think that the thing about Formula One Academy is that it's an experiment that requires time and people are impatient.
Right.
And it's like we're here because there's not a path for women to get into said pipeline. This is step one on that pipeline. But they still might have some growing to do before then. I don't know. It's like, did you listen to the fucking mission statement, idiots? Were you there when they told you what the point of this series was? They tried to explain it to you, and you guys aren't listening. You guys are going, will boy go to F4, and they don't have their own boy club and then they get better. So why girl go on special girl club when she could just go to co-ed club with boy? It's like, you did not pay attention in class. No. Clearly, you don't know how to read.
Clearly. I mean, right now, F1 Academy is the only thing that exists like itself. So, as much as I do want to scrutinize it and be like, well, I think we could definitely be doing this better. It's going to take time. Hopefully in 10 years, we don't have to have this conversation. We're like, whoa, isn't it crazy that Chloe Chambers is driving for Haas and also Haas is on the podium every single weekend? But until then.
And she's a third host on the podcast. Sorry, I was just spitballing with that one. I guess I should have asked permission before I entered that into the manifestation.
No, I think that'd be really fun. And she's also doing the Netflix Cup every year.
Sensible. Busy lady, but she's got her priorities really sorted out. F1, laps down, Netflix Club. Priorities.
Yeah. And she's also doing the Indy 500. I want to see her do the Indy 500.
And the Coke 600 if she has time. Okay.
Yeah. In the Roval.
Keep in mind.
And
Chloe.
Bowman Gray.
Okay, so for all you misogynists that are skipping to the F1 part, just kidding.
Dude, okay, but did you see how many people were giving Maya Vogue shit for crashing on the formation lap? And you motherfuckers, you are such fake Formula One fans. Have you ever watched an F2 race? There were literally cars this season on top of each other, halo to halo.
That's my
and you're like, oh, she crashed on the formation lap. Like,
that is
go fuck yourself.
Argument to get into because I'm like, I can tell you've never watched an F2, F3, F4 race because the shenanigans that they are up to, it is carnage not known to. Do you want to know why there's only 20 F1 drivers? To be honest, that's all who remains by the time they get through the feeder series.
Made it through. That argument is so ridiculous. Also, every single F1 driver who crashed this weekend was a man. Let's write that down. Remember that.
Write that down.
Write that down.
Okay, welcome back, men who skipped that section of the podcast. And now we're going to talk about Las Vegas F1. Beyonce was there. Thoughts? She doesn't have any. Alphaba was there. Thoughts?
That was really big for me. And she was in the Williams.
Hold on. Imagine you're Cynthia Erivo, okay, and you're sitting in Carlos's car. This is how Carlos in the video reacts. He literally does that to her when she's in the car. It's so weird. I'm like,
he like creeps up to her too.
Yeah, I'm like, what is going through his noggin? Like, I've never seen him react like that to anybody. I'm like, does he think she's a child? I mean, she's short, but she's not that short. Yeah, right. But I was like, no, maybe he does know who she is. But then I'm like, why would that be how he would react to a grown woman who plays Alphaba? I don't know, man. He's very strange. But she was bebopping around. Did you see the video she did where she ranked their singing?
Yes.
Like F1 drivers singing? Thoughts?
I did. She gave Jensen Button a really high score. Okay, and I will have to say, she gave Carlos like an 8 out of 10 because she likes the song Smooth Operator. That's not how ranking works. Cynthia.
No, that's actually not true because when I used to watch American Idol, they used to like judge people on their song selection as well. And they used to be like, that was not a good song for you to choose.
But
I don't
she's
think
British.
It suits your style. Right. I don't know. I think things are just different over there. We have to be accepting of other cultures. I think she just likes Jensen Button. I think they're friends because she also did her hot lap with him and he didn't wear shoes.
Oh.
What would you do if you were getting in a hot lap with Jensen Button? He took his shoes off. I'd be like, whoa, we're not that serious, bro.
I'd be like, what are we?
Jensen, I like your style evolution, but you can keep the shoes on. I don't know. I just thought that was weird. I was like, Carlos kind of maybe doesn't know who Cynthia Rubio is. And then I was like, I think he does know who she is. And he's just
he does. Weird. Alex was weird with her, too.
What is their issue?
He was like, were you in Brazil?
Was she there on request by those two? Like, did they just watch Wicked? And they were like, do you think Cynthia Rubio will come? And Jensen was probably like, oh, I'm friends with her. Like, I can call her. And they're like, oh my God, we didn't think you'd actually bring her. No, we're nervous. Tell her to leave.
I'd like to think so.
Well, because all British people know each other, so Jensen and Cynthia probably know
small country. Yeah.
No, it is. If you ever fucking think... No, actually, back on this... I'm not moving on. Do you know, like, when, like, British people and stuff, they complain about, like, too many US GPs and stuff like that? Or they're, like... They always, like, make those videos on TikTok. I hate when people make these videos. Stop making these, guys, please. Where you, like, make people feel guilty for it being their race that they get to go to. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, I live in the UK, and... we only have our one race. God, you Americans are having fun at your 3 races. And I'm like, I am. Thanks for fucking making the shitty toned video, though. But I'm like, you know what? It's a small fucking country. You guys get Silverstone, you'll live.
You'll be
You could
fine.
probably take a train to Zandvoort, and you don't even know how lucky you are.
Dude, I couldn't take a train anywhere if I wanted to.
We don't have transportation in our third world country of America. Duh. Everyone knows that. Anywho, qualifying. It's raining in Las Vegas. I'm sorry.
I didn't know it could do
I'm back.
that.
I didn't know it could do that. I'm sorry. I didn't even consider, you know, when we say like desert, I tend to believe you. And yet, rain. What was that about?
Guys, this is what happens when you use AI. It starts raining in Las Vegas.
Fucking
The environment, toast. We're fucked.
We're so fucked. So yeah, interestingly about the rain in Vegas is that they used the wet tires for like the first time since I've been watching F1, and they actually worked pretty freaking good. It was explained on the broadcast about like the temperatures being colder and all this blah blah blah, but they basically could like run these wet tires like an entire Q2 or Q3, where like typically it was believed that you could only run like one lap in these things as the track is drying up, and then they would be literally useless. My question is, I don't have a question for you actually. I don't have a question. Do you have any thoughts on the wet tire? Do you like stay up at night thinking about it, or are you just like,
no,
that's cool they
it
have
makes
them?
sense, like wet tire working wet. They really knocked it out of the park with that one.
Yeah, I don't have any other thoughts either. That's pretty good. Fucking quality analysis from Lapstone Podcast. Lewis qualifies P20, but his helmet's pretty. What do you think about that?
His helmet was so pretty. Have you seen the new commercial that he's doing with that one guy? What's his AI thing that he does on X where he's like, ask Persephone like why I'm so bad at perplexity. Persephone. Sorry, Queen.
No, that would actually be way cuntier.
Sorry,
I would
Diva.
I would ruin the planet to use that AI.
I would ask Persephone. She would know. Have you seen that commercial that's going around?
No.
Where he's like working on a bike, and then the guy, he's from the meme that's like he like shoots the guy on the couch, and he's like, "Why would you do that?" I don't know what his name is. I have no idea what his name is. It's some of the. You good, Diva?
Diva down.
Diva down. Oh, Eric Andre.
Oh, yeah, I remember the meme where he shoots somebody on a couch. That makes a lot more sense
He goes,
now.
"Why did you make me do that?"
Yeah.
I feel like Lewis is a pretty good actor. I'm just shocked by how bad the acting is in this fuck-ass AI commercial.
It's crazy he's actually the best that we got on the F1 grid for acting.
No, I would disagree because Esteban was in a romance movie, and he was pretty good.
Oh, I didn't actually ever watch that movie, to be honest.
No, I've just seen the
French,
Esteban clips.
I didn't really like it.
Yeah, I've only seen the clips because I follow a lot of Esteban clip accounts.
Right, and we'll touch on that at a later date.
Sure.
No, it was a beautiful helmet, beautiful gowns. Too bad you're P20. I don't know what to do about that.
That's all right. He's doing his best.
Nowhere to go but up.
You get it.
Alex Albon hits the wall in Q1. Thoughts? No, you don't like it.
I'm sick and tired of him DNFing at my favorite race, Las Vegas, famously my favorite race. He did well literally all weekend, and then just what was it, end of Q1, after all he goes into the barrier, he smushes himself into the little safer barrier, and then we see Alex just cut off half of his car in the wall. That was a lot for me in those few moments.
But the car looked beautiful.
It was very cute. Livery? I liked it, and I liked the race suits too. It's stunning.
Makes you think, you know what I mean? Like, at least if you're having a bad weekend, you might as well look good doing it.
Jeans and a cute top.
Classic. Everybody knows about it.
I love that you're eating during this.
I'm sorry, I'm so hungry.
It's
Guys, I've been
it's
driving
just the crunching in the background.
I've literally been driving for like 9.5 hours today. They just think about like, I just did like a couple stints in the Rolex 24. Girl can have a
That's
little popcorn.
no, I agree. I'm not saying don't eat your popcorn. I'm just saying I keep hearing
You don't
crunching. And
think people
I'm like,
like
what
it? You
is
don't think
that?
people like it?
I, it's not about people. It's about me.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair, and that's all I needed to hear. I'll do it for you,
I
MJ.
appreciate you.
Okay, so then blah blah blah, whatever. Qualifying does as qualifying does. We have Lando on pole. We have Carlos
Sure.
Sainz in third. We have the end of Q3, some people's laps getting cut short by a yellow flag brought out by Charles. My favorite part of this was, did you hear the Isaac Hadjar radio?
No.
Oh my god, it's so funny. I forget that he's French sometimes, and this man hates Charles Leclerc in such a French way. It's so good. No, they deleted it. Damn it. Okay, forget this whole thing I was going to talk about. It was so funny. He goes, it's always Charles Leclerc. He like hits it with like the craziest French accent. He's like, it's that guy's got it out for me. It's Charles Leclerc. And I was like,
That is
dude,
funny.
French people be talking like that. That's so crazy. This just becomes like a. You guys ever think about how French people be talking like that? That's so crazy.
This is the like what third time we brought up French people in this?
Yeah. Okay. So the race. I guess the most exciting point of the race is the start, as with every F1 race. What are your thoughts on the move that Lando went for from pole? Okay, go for it.
So when I saw him make this move, my first thought was, oh, oh, so he does care. Oh, so we're trying something. There was a moment where I was like impressed, and then I quickly realized, oh, he can't, this is totally out of character for him, but this is like a very aggressive move. We don't typically see this from Lando. And then I realized, it dawned on me as I was watching, this is why we don't see it from Lando, because he simply cannot pull it off. He couldn't see it through. So ultimately, it started as a really cool thing and it ended as a Lando just bottled the start, but in a different font.
Yeah, I thought it's one of those things again with Lando. I feel bad for doing this. It's like he's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. Because I would like,
Right.
if he hadn't gone for a crazy aggressive move at the start, I would have been like, no, look at Lando, like playing it safe, losing the lead on the start to Max Verstappen, didn't even try. But there's something goofier about seeing him actually try. And then Max, like, I know he was giggling in his car, being like, bro, what are you doing right now? You have to still make this turn, or else.
I know.
Like,
But
he lost his spot to Max and George.
right. No, and that's a good fair criticism. But it did
But
give me
he
a
went
little
for it.
hope. It
Yeah,
did
no,
give me
he
a little
went
hope
for
because
it.
I feel like he's such a boring driver to watch most of the time, except for like what was it, Mexico last season or 2 seasons ago when he had to come up from like P17. Like it was
Yeah.
when he starts
Every
in the
once in a
back,
while.
he really can put on an overtaking masterclass. But I don't know. I for a second I was kind of giddy. I was like, okay, Lando, maybe we do care. That's fun. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, but I'm hoping he tries it again soon, just for fun.
But I did like watching the move that George put on him right at the start as well. George was like, I'm going to give me one of them spots that you're giving up. If you don't mind,
He's
I'm going to get one of them. He's so
I love
funny.
George.
And then you also at the start have Oscar, who gets rammed into by Liam Lawson. Do you believe that Liam Lawson could be an agent of the state for Red Bull? He tried to take him out. Tried to
Interesting.
take Oscar out for
Definitely
Max's
something to
benefit.
ponder. Yeah, man,
I'm
I
just
could
saying
see
from
it.
now
Why else
on,
would you keep him around?
no, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, who else would be willing to sacrifice their career to ram into Oscar Piastri? Makes me think. No, I think going forward, if it happens, I'm going to be like, Monty fuckers. Like, because now that Oscar and Max are tied, makes you think.
Makes you think.
If Red Bulls start running into McLarens, makes you think. Would you do it if you were a driver and you were like a low lead
Oh,
driver?
yeah.
Like you were like in like a midfield team and they're like, hey, you can keep your job if you just keep ramming into a McLaren so that Max can win the championship. Would you do it?
No, yeah. I mean, yeah, no, it wouldn't take much convincing to me. They'd just be like, you want to hit another car? I'd be like, yeah, that sounds pretty fun.
You're in it for the love of the game.
I'm, yeah, here for a silly, goofy time.
It's like that it's like that meme where it's like it ain't about the money.
Literally.
Oh god. I would too, by the way. Just so you guys know where me and MJ stand. We would. We're interested. If Red Bull's taking applications, I'm down.
I'll do it.
So what did you think about Gabby hitting Lance Stroll? Like insane. Like not even trying to make the turn. Like literally didn't even look like his foot was on the brake at all. What did you think about that?
He's been kind of squirrely the past couple races. What's going on with him?
I think he must have just like gotten some sort of verification of job security for next year, like a couple weeks ago, and now he's like, "Hell yeah, let's fucking send it."
Is he signed for next year?
He's in the like promo for Audi.
Oh, okay. Then I'll take that as a yes. I don't know about him. Sometimes he does things, and I'm like, hey, Diva, we're getting a little crazy for 17th place. I mean, and yeah, to be fair, he does remind me a lot of my friend Logan Sargent. So, you know what? Fuck it. Logan would have done that too.
Yeah. I mean, what else is there to do when you're in a steak sour?
Yeah.
Like, if you're not gonna slam your car as fast as possible into the side of Lance Stroll's car for, like, literally in turn one, why even be a rookie at steak sour? Like, that's what you live for.
That's fair. Poor Lance. He's really good in wet conditions. So he had like a really great weekend until the race, and he was the first DNF, which was too bad. But it was dry, and he probably wanted the day off anyways.
I don't really, yeah. He doesn't like to race on Saturdays.
No.
It's like, I get it. When you get like your work schedule and then like you have to work a day you normally don't usually have to work. It's like your whole mood's kind of fucked anyway. So like it's good.
And nobody asked him. Yeah, I get that.
Did you see that he like gets paid like hella money to drive for Aston Martin? How do you think that works?
Like an allowance?
That's what I'm thinking.
Like his dad is paying him?
I mean, he gets a salary, but like the salary would just be from his dad, right?
Yeah.
Is it just an allowance with more steps?
I wish. Is there still time for me to be a Nepo baby?
Yeah, I mean, like you can do anything you put your mind to. Like age is just a number. Like you don't stop dreaming in your 20s. Like you know what I mean? Like, isn't there like all those people that became like Oscar-winning actors but didn't even start till they were like 30 or something? I'm sure there's like an inspirational story out there about that or something. Like,
I just hope my parents make it big soon.
I mean, that's why we started this podcast, is so that my kid can be a motorsports podcasting Nepo baby.
Right.
I've been muting myself while I've been taking bites of my quesadilla. Have you noticed?
I was trying to figure out what you were eating. Quesadilla, huh?
Chicken.
Chicken quesadilla. That's lovely.
From Embassy Sweets.
Wow.
Also, somebody came in while you were talking earlier that like was not Valentino. It was like some worker guy. And I want to stress you guys, I'm in like a conference room that they have not cleaned. And something crazy happened in here before I came in here. There's like a rose and some tore up like cards. And there's like some food and shit. So I don't know what happened in here, but I just want you guys to know.
Magic show?
I was not part of it, okay? I had nothing to do with it. I don't know what happened before I came in here. Yeah, I love Gabby Bartoletto. I think it's funny that he's just like, that's what you need, like right before like a three-way championship battle in that goes down to Abu Dhabi. It's like you need somebody who will take somebody else out in turn one so we can get a safety car. Now here's my thing: they do a safety car to clean up the debris. Not even. They just do yellow flags, and then they let the marshals onto the track. So the marshals are running around on track as the cars are driving past with just yellow flags. What do we think about the total and obvious lack of what the fuck is going on by the FIA and race control for the last couple weeks? Like, ever since Liam Lawson almost murdered two people with his car, things have really just kind of gone off the rails. Who do we want to blame for this?
Probably MBS. It's probably his fault.
No, I was thinking either him or Zach Brown. We could blame
Dude,
them.
That guy. Do not get me started.
Wait, speaking of Zach Brown, before I forget to mention this, did you see they did hat laps at Vegas? And like last year they had Pato do it. This year they had Nolan and Christian do it. And then Nolan's car broke down.
It was so sad just watching him stand up against like the barrier. Oh God, Nolan, I'm so sorry. After being like publicly flamed by his boss during this court hearing, and then he's just standing there like it's not even his fault. Like the oil just started leaking from the car, and he just had to stand there.
I can't imagine. That would be totally our luck to get like a Vegas hot lap, and then the car breaks down.
Yeah,
it's just you, me, and Nolan Siegel, and we're like, wheel shit.
Of course, this would happen. No, hey, dude, Zach Brown doesn't like us either. If it makes you feel any better.
No, yeah, I don't know how any of us are here. You know what I mean? But we're doing our best, Nolan, and I get it. It's not your fault, but we got to get out of the car and awkwardly get towed back, don't we? Yeah, no, that's what I thought you were gonna say.
That's too bad.
They should have put some kitty litter down and got going. You know what I mean? Like fucking a little oil never hurt nobody. Oil. More like liquid gold. We went to war for that shit. Let it run.
No, I feel really bad for Nolan. But as far as like the yellow flag thing, they also waited quite a while before even putting out the yellow flag. Like the commentators were pointing out, they're like, oh, there's some debris and it's awfully close to the racing line. And I was like, oh my God, we're going to have another fuck ass side view mirror situation like we did. Like they were like, let's just leave it out there and see what happens.
I love when they zoom in, like whoever the TV direction is, like zooms in on the fucking piece of debris.
Yeah.
And then we just continue. I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad you showed me what people are about to run over.
I know where the issue is.
So
that was so stupid.
Is FIA like getting this feed or no, it's just us? Okay. No, that's fair. Yeah, super interesting situation there. And then we also have Alex Albon and Lewis Hamilton have contact. Now, was that Alex Albon? Was that Alex Albon?
No, it was an accident. No, it was an accident. Racing and
because it kind of looked like he just whacked the shit out of Lewis.
It was an oopsie.
What was that about? Why would he do that?
Spatial awareness. It was an accident. It wasn't like anybody's fault, I don't think. Like I heard it was really windy.
Man, I heard really nobody's fault, really, when you think about it.
No, he couldn't hear anybody on his radio, and he was just out there with his own thoughts. Did you see him say that it was the most peaceful it's ever been when he didn't have his radio? He ruined his race, and he's like, a moment of silence was incredibly necessary.
The thing about Alex, he's such a sweet guy off the track. But God, does he fucking hate that team the moment he gets in the car. Like, he's just like, I regret every choice I've ever made that led me to be an F1 driver. Just so you guys know, you guys have driven me to that point. I'd rather quit this job and become like a manager at a McDonald's and fucking work this shit. And they're like, hey, Alex, nothing's wrong with the car. This is just how we built it. And he's like, no, I know. No, I know.
I'm aware.
Still stands. Did you see the
He's so
clip though of him
sassy.
trying to communicate the front wing issue?
Yes. And
Why
like
does his radio sound like that? He goes, front wing, front wing.
because there was no radio. It was just picking up only audio from him. He's like, front wing. It like sounded desperate. It sounded really desperate. And they didn't fix the front wing because they couldn't hear him.
Yeah, what's so
So
crazy too though is that if you were just watching the race again on the normal feed, like if you just turned on F1 TV, you'd be able to tell he needed his front wing changed. And the fact that he even needs to radio that to them, like, were they watching? Like, I don't know. Like,
I don't know,
tune
dude.
in.
Fucking look at it. Like I'm not an engineer,
Just
but I
look
can
at
tell when
it.
part of the car is crunchy. There's 90 men standing out there. Not one of them is like, "Hey, isn't
Open
it
your
crazy how
eyes.
the front wing is crumbling off at the end?" Like ridiculous. But anyways, I love
I
being
think
a
like
Williams fan.
I think they were just running an experiment. Like, how good can we run the car without a front wing? Since how we find ourselves in this situation a lot, like let's practice.
Yeah. They were like, no radio, no front wing. Next time we're going to do no tires.
Maybe they were like testing to see if Alex Albon would be a good fit for IndyCar and being like, "Can you do no radio? Because Scott Dixon can. Can you?"
Yeah, you can. Oh, I love Scott Dixon. I love Scott Dixon a lot.
Not that
I
guy.
miss
What do you
him.
think he's? What do you think he's up to? He should have been in
Ah,
Vegas.
being a family man, hanging out with his daughters,
Boo. Fuck
doing
that.
puzzles. He's a puzzle guy, I can
Whatever.
tell.
Do you think he frames them?
Yeah,
People do that, right?
I do.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're like,
100%.
mm-hmm.
I think he does. He also leaves it out too long. Like, he does it, and he's like, "Do you guys take a look at my puzzle?" And they're like, "Dad, it's been out since last week. It's on
Do you
the
think? Do you think
kitchen
we could just
table."
use the table? Yeah, probably. Yeah, no, I was hoping you would move it so we could eat dinner as a family again, but that's fine. um. Okay, so Kimi had an interesting race. Kimi
Mm.
Antonelli, this young man, this young talent phenomenon. He got a false start penalty, which I didn't see the false start, so
You, like,
seems
didn't
like they're
see that it happened? Or, like, you don't, like, you watched it and you were like, "That's not a false start." That's what I would have done.
the second option.
Sure.
I think it's like really honestly like he's just prepared for the start, whereas others aren't.
Sorry, his reflexes are so good that they happen a little bit before everybody else's. Isn't that the point? Is the point not to get the best start?
So makes you think.
Hmm.
He was starting in like fucking 17th or some shit, you know, that sort of territory. And he decides, what if I just did hard tires the whole time, basically? What if I just pit real quick, serve my penalty, and then just do that for the rest of the race? And you might be thinking, Kimi, that's insane. That Kimi, that's out of this world thinking. You could never do that. But then he just did. This rookie ran the hard tires all the way to the end and technically got a podium for it. Technically.
Wow. Yeah, technically.
Why do you think he started being good all of a sudden? What do you think's up with that?
That's a good question. Because there for a hot minute he was like out for blood. I don't know. I think maybe Max has been in his ear, and he's just like, well, if Max thinks I'm doing a good job, then it just like gave him a little bit of confidence.
Mm-hmm.
But I
I
genuinely
don't.
don't know why he suddenly like maybe he's just like found himself in the car. Mercedes has been performing well at these tracks. Maybe that gives him a little bit extra confidence. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't really tend to like. I try not to participate in parasocial social media of it all, but I do believe that George and Max are his divorced parents.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And lately, like they've been kind of getting along, and I feel like he's just like
He
in a
said
good mood when they're in a good mood. You know what I
he
mean?
said we're only having one Christmas this year. I can feel
Yeah,
it.
yeah. He's been like really like maybe if I perform well, they'll get back together.
It's actually kind of making me sad. Did you see George Russell was a Girl Scout troop leader for a little bit this weekend? And the moment I saw it, I was like, no, he is a Girl Scout troop leader. As someone who was in Girl Scouts, like
Really? You were in
he
Girl
has that
Scouts?
energy. Of course I was.
I wasn't in Girl Scouts. My mom said that she didn't really want to drive other kids around, and she thought that that was like part of it. She was like,
No.
I
I
don't
don't
have to
think
pick them up or drop them off or anything. Like she was like, I don't really want to participate in this like community building bullshit. Like, and she's like, I don't really want to sell cookies. And I was like, no, I sell the cookies. And she's like,
do you?
you're 8, so who do you think has to walk around with you while you sell them?
No, the
Me.
cookies thing
And
was really nice because my brothers both played hockey and they would sell pitchers
mm,
of beer at the hockey games. And so what I would do is I would just walk around to all the drunk dads and be like, don't Girl Scout cookies sound really good right now? I sold a lot. Didn't ever get the
no.
bike, but I sold a lot.
Oh, there was a bike on the line. I didn't even know.
Yeah,
See,
it was like jump rope for heart, and it was like after you sold so many, you got like certain little prizes.
See, I'm at that age now where I really fucking want Girl Scout cookies, but like I don't really know a lot of kids. You know what I mean? And so I have to like
There's an
ask
app.
around. Oh, okay, that's good. Because right now I look like a fucking weirdo, and I ask around my office and I go, "Do you guys know anybody
Just
selling them?" You know what I mean? Like, do you guys know any young girls? Who around here knows them?
you're
But
just
I'm.
approaching young girls in public, being like, "You guys
Do you
sell
sell
anything?" Or
cookies? Yeah. What do you guys got for sale? Anything? No, because I love those fucking little caramel delight bitches. I love them
they're
so
good.
bad. I eat so many of them. I love them. I love them. I think that they used to have like a racist name. I don't remember what it
Yeah,
was though.
they did.
Hmm.
I do remember.
Glad they changed that.
They did. They
That's all
switched
I'm
it up pretty
saying.
quickly.
I don't condone the racist name. I do fuck with the cookies.
Sure.
Glad they changed the name so I don't have to feel conflicted about it.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts for today, guys, on Girl Scout cookies. But it looked like they were handing out some bitch ass fucking flavors. Like they didn't even look like good flavors in the paddock.
I guess I
It
don't
was
know.
they looked like those little shortbread bitches, and I was like,
I like the shortbread
nobody's eating
ones.
those. Don't lie to me. I thought we were friends.
No, I like the shortbread ones. I respect that. Sorry. And I can say that because I was a Girl Scout. You're imposing on my culture.
My culture's not a fucking costume. When you see girls dressed up as like a Girl Scout, like a sexy Girl Scout on Halloween, my culture's not your costume. Comment down below, guys, your favorite Girl Scout cookie. And if you're not from the United States, you can just like pick one and I'm not going to call you on it.
Just make something up because they all have
Yeah.
like stupid little names.
Yeah, you guys could make one up. Yeah, that's cool. Be sure to comment below. Okay, so we do the little C race. Max wins. Lando's P2, George Russell's P3. They pick them up in a pink Cadillac driven by Terry Crews made out of Legos. I'm struggling to think of anything that could have been better than that, really. I think that about does it. You know what I mean? Like
It was
that's
so good.
peak F1. So good. It like I love it was a pink Cadillac specifically. Like it's like those Mary Kay bitches.
Oh,
I know George Russell can sell a lipstick down.
100%. Yeah. People are inviting him into their houses when he goes door to door to sell Mary Kay. Like he's got that
Yeah.
pizzazz. People feel safe around him and they're ready to be sold to.
Similar to like the Girl Scout, like he would definitely be the troop leader. Like when we're talking pyramid schemes, who do you think's at the top of the fucking pyramid?
Oh,
Okay. It's definitely
100%.
George fucking Russell. Okay. And he's the woman at the convention with her pink Cadillac telling these people to dedicate their life savings to buying more inventory of Mary Kay to sell to people so that they can live like her. That's the fucking people's princess right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever buy stuff from Mary Kay?
Absolutely
buy?
I did. I used to buy they had like a lot of Mickey Mouse stuff. I remember because my mom used to do daycare and some of the moms would
Yeah.
sell
It's very
Mary Kay and they
Midwestern
just
mom.
100%. And they would just bring over the magazines and I would just go through and I would circle things with a pen. So I would get like I think I had like a little Mickey Mouse or a Minnie Mouse watch from them. I definitely had a few of their makeup products. Big Mary Kay. Girl,
Mary Kay
I don't
wasn't it.
condone pyramid
Yeah,
schemes.
it
They are
wasn't my pyramid.
predatory.
It wasn't my pyramid scheme of choice, personally.
No, I was more of a. Was Tupperware a
I think
pyramid
so. Yeah,
scheme?
I think
Yeah,
so.
I loved the, the little Tupperware like balls that you would like pull apart and you put all the shapes into. I used to
Hmm.
have one of those on my keychain. That was really fun. Once again,
You know,
don't
you
condone
know what
pyramid
my
schemes.
MLM of choice was? Similar vein to Tupperware, Pampered Chef, bro.
Yes.
Dude, to this day, I'll be calling my mom. Hey, where'd you get that garlic press? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
can you get me one of them? And she has to go to some person's Pampered Chef party to get me a new garlic press
You have
because
to have a dealer.
you have to have a dealer for these
Mm-hmm.
premium kitchen goods.
Or
What?
I don't know if you have one, but I feel like everyone I've ever known has like one of those little pampered chef scrapers by their kitchen
Yeah,
sink. And
the little
nothing has
brown
ever
one.
worked as good, yes, as those
Yeah,
little pampered chef scrapers. And I'm like, how did we even get this? I've never been to a pampered chef party. How did this make it into our house?
we gotta go to one together.
You and I just start doing pampered
You and I
chef.
pampered. You and I just laps down. In order to get a laps down hat, you also have to buy $20 worth of pampered chef goods. We're just like trying
Everyone
to
who has
desperately get this investment to pay off.
Anyone who has ever followed us, we just send them a "Hey girl" message. Hey girl,
Hey
I know your
girl.
birthday's coming up, but you should treat yourself to some spatulas.
Have you ever looked at those brown scrapers at your mom's house and wonder where she got them? Me, girl. Come on down. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I loved the pink Cadillac Lego. I did not love the Mickey Mouse fountain show as much. Thoughts?
Okay, so I threaded about this. I love threads. I love threads. I do. I love threads. Um, my entire threads feed was people being like enraged at the fact that this Mickey Mouse fountain show at the Bellagio was pre-recorded. They were absolutely losing their mind. They're like, this is fake. This is not real. Um, and I just have to say, are we not adults? But also, like, Mickey Mouse has a bedtime. He can't be up that late. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. What do you
Also,
expect?
to get the timing for that sort of level of performance perfectly would have been really tough. To get it
Well,
to
also,
start right on time, to finish right on time, it'd be very difficult.
wouldn't there be people around the Bellagio as well? Like, that section probably wasn't cleared out at that point. I don't know. I don't understand why we were so angry about that. There were more people angry about that on, like, my feed than angry about like the disqualification or saying that like the FIA is rigging it in favor of Max. I was like, this is what we're mad about of all the things.
I will
Interesting.
say,
Okay.
it was there was a split moment during the fountain show where I did feel like, ooh, I'm very overwhelmed by all the activities happening right now because they would
Mm.
like cut to like the fountain from this camera, and then Mickey Mouse is dancing, and then they'd like cut to fireworks, and then they would cut to like the drone show, and I was kind of like, hooey, we're really doing it all right now, aren't we? But like,
Overstimulating.
did you like the show, MJ? That's the question I have. Fuck the haters. This is a podcast where we would be accepting of the fountain show as long as it's a good one. Did you like it?
I didn't watch it. I literally, the moment they got out of that pink Cadillac, I closed my laptop and went to bed.
Well, then you missed so much, girl. First of all, you missed the shitty interview, which I
I
was more
know.
pissed about. And then you missed this ongoing joke that was happening all weekend, where it's like Max Verstappen got his 69th win, and he just keeps joking that like he's going to change his number back to 69 if he or he's going to change his number to 69 if he loses the championship.
Mm-hmm.
And then he like made a joke on stage about it being his 69th win. Lando said fuck, and Max went, you can't say that. And it was like, what is going on? Like, it is past everyone's bedtime. Like,
That's it.
please.
Yeah. It's
But
too
like,
late.
I don't know. I think that it would be kind of like lame if anybody changed their number to 69, except for Max, because for him, I think he unironically thinks that's funny, and I think that's endearing.
it feels genuine when
Yeah,
Max
like
makes
he
a
means
69
it.
joke. I'm like,
He
no,
thinks
he
it's
thinks
funny.
this is very funny. And
I
that's great
like
for him.
if any other driver did it, I'd be like, they're like fucking taking the piss. Like they're like trying to be funny, and it's like, 69. No, Max is like dead ass. Like,
It's coming from the heart.
yeah, no, he loves it. Um, so, anyways, after the race, both McLarens disqualified. Stupid fucking. They gotta walk the plank, girl.
Uh-oh,
They gotta walk the plank.
girl.
What do you think?
What was funny is my cousin for the first time ever watched Formula One, and she took a video of Oscar just sparking a lot. And she's like, is this normal? Are they allowed to do this? And I was like, it's not necessarily normal, but I assume it's just because it's like a street course and it's not specifically built for these F1 cars. Only to turn out that the car was actually a little too low to the ground. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
they
happy that they tried something. It sucks that you guys are stupid and dumb, Zach Brown. Why couldn't you just
yeah.
cheat good?
They probably let Zach Brown do the math that day.
No, literally, they're like, Zach Brown, should we continue to do this that we've kind of been caught for in Brazil, or should we not do this? And Zach Brown's like, you should do it, but you should do it
Send it.
more.
Send it. Yeah, do you think that they've been cheating for longer than this weekend?
That's kind of what it sounded like, is that a few
Yeah.
teams were kind of messing around with the planks, the plank widths.
The plank.
Um, But here's my thing is like, and I've said this before on this podcast, I'm all for like cheating in motorsport. I'm all for it. I think that's really fun. That's what makes the world go around. But it's like, if you're gonna do it, don't be fucking stupid about it. But also to cheat and not win, that's what really pisses me off. I'm like, it's not even that he was disqualified from first. Like, we didn't disqualify two podium McLarens. It's like, what was I made for? You know?
Where's the joy? You know what I mean? We used to be a real fucking country, and we used to at least be getting people when they were at their top of the game. This feels like they're not even the same fucking McLaren that we're used to. We're picking on.
Embarrassing.
Yeah, it's just apparently everybody fucking knew they were gonna be disqualified. Like you can tell by like Lando's body language, like in the podium, and like pretty soon afterwards, you see people like milling about the paddock, and Oscar's like, "Damn, that sucks." And apparently, Yas even said that Max knew before he even like left the paddock that day that like they were gonna be disqualified. He was probably like,
It
"Fuck yeah, for my championship! That sounds
Yeah,
sick as hell. Send it." But
and I
like, I
think
think that's
Zach.
funny.
It is a little funny. I don't know. It feels weird when we talk about McLaren to feel like I'm punching down when they're like leading the championship and
They
they're like,
literally already won the constructors championship like 5 fucking races ago. It feels like, and we're like fucking L losers. It's
get
just
it
like yeah.
together. Especially because like Lando, he seems like he's, I don't know, he seems like he's trying more now. It's like, can't we? I'm starting to feel bad for McLaren. I don't know. Look, they're pitiful. They're pitiful.
I think that
Excited
this
for
is like
Max though.
yeah. I think that this is gonna be like the way I see this going. Max has like such a momentum on his side. He's so hyped to be whooping their ass. And he also like is the perfect lesson to McLaren on like you should have figured your shit out much sooner with your driver situation so that you'd be ready to fight for a driver's championship. Because
And
like Max is going to have 3 cars under the Red Bull family gunning for him for the next 2 races. Like if you're a Lando or a Oscar and you qualify behind like an Isaac Hadjar or something, what do you think they're going to do?
right. Although I don't even know if it'll come to that point because it really doesn't seem like either of the drivers can race Max. Like, period. I don't
No.
know. It is funny that all this is happening while simultaneously. Well, I guess not simultaneously, but it just happened. Zach Brown was talking about how much he doesn't like most of his drivers in court. Like, he really made his bed. He's laying in it.
Someone tells me the drivers aren't your problem, buddy. Maybe it's you and your management skills. Quit while you're ahead. Anywho, who you picking with 2 races and 1 sprint race left as your current most likely to be the champion?
Max.
Same. Take with that as you will. You want to talk about IndyCar?
I would love nothing more than to talk about IndyCar.
So
I miss
it's
IndyCar
been
so bad.
Dude, miss her. She's been giving us little tidbits each week of news. Last week, the news was that Ryan Hunter-Reay will be racing for McLaren at the Indy 500. Now, that kind of puts a damper on our shit talking of Zach Brown, because I would like to see McLaren succeed next year at the Indy 500 via one car specifically.
He doesn't even like IndyCar. Zach Brown doesn't even like IndyCar. He's not going to be there. It'll be fine. Ryan Hunter-Reay. Wow.
What a guy.
What a guy. Also, the videos that they got him and Tony Kanaan to film, did you see that they were like lip syncing and everything? That social media team, like McLaren's IndyCar specifically social media team, perfect. They're perfect.
I've really come to love Ryan Hunter-Reay from your love of him has obviously worn off. That's kind of how this friendship works. You know, when we like drivers, we just
we share.
Okay, it's both of ours now. There's been a few times where I'm like, if you're going to bring a driver into the group, MJ, I think next time we could clear them before we bring them in. But I forgive. I don't know. There were some times.
Who is that about?
I just didn't feel it. But I was like willing to go to the Logan lawn.
You never told me this. Logan's probably the only driver I've ever really... Okay, Chase Elliott, I get.
Chase Elliott one was like really out of line.
I get that.
We made a whole bit about how much he's not worthy of fan favorite.
I still agree with that.
Fine, whatever. I like Ryan Hunter-Reay. We can agree on that. I've been starting to watch older races. I like his vibe. I like his energy. He's kind of like... He seems very... I will say there was times where I was like, I like this guy in the Alex Palou costume. And I realized he would. It's actually Alex. Yeah, right. Alex so Palou it's actually costume. Alex Palou put on his costume. What do you think about his whole like Captain America persona? It's going to be the big America-themed Indy 500. Do you think they're going to do too much with the America and it's going to ruin it for us?
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. I think they're going to too. I'm scared for that. Yeah.
What can you do?
He's gonna put on his Kyle Larson costume and start acting in a way I don't appreciate.
He's gonna gun for Stingray Rob.
He's got a gun. That's so America. Right.
Lord.
I have a gun. Stingray's like, what the fuck?
What did I do?
Apparently, remember when McLaren was like, ooh, we got this big name hire. You guys are never. It
wasn't McLaren. It was Zach Brown. It was Zach Brown going, actually. Sorry, I can't do that. When you guys see the person I'm trying to get for the Indy 500, you're gonna lose your mind.
Apparently he can't. And it was apparently Valentino Rossi. I feel like
Rossi literally said no. He says, I want to focus on WEC. He said, I'm not interested in that.
Maybe
he's never expressed being interested in that, has he?
Why make the teasing comment before you've even gotten to that point? I can understand if you're like talking salary, then maybe you can like tease a big announcement coming. Seems like you guys weren't even on the same page of he didn't want to do it. You wanted him to.
He cold texted him, Valentino Rossi, from an unsaved number because Valentino Rossi does not have that man's number. And he goes, what are you
turn
doing
on your disappearing messages on WhatsApp. The password to the doc is Palou. Sorry, continue. What were you saying?
Not the disappearing messages. He texts Valentino Rossi and he's like, do you have Snapchat? And it
think
was just
Signal's really safe. You can even talk national security on there. So you want to hop onto Signal. Let's keep this under wraps, Valentino. No, it's so insane. Also, if they would have signed Valentino Rossi, I think I'm gonna say it. I think I would have been a hater because I don't think that we should be playing around at the Indy 500. Like, I would like to see a little bit of demonstrated ability before you do it. Not like it's fun to do the crossover. It is, but like really, I think it would have been quite a leap for Valentino Rossi. As talented as he is in many forms of motorsport, this is very unlike most things he's done. I think it would have been quite a leap. I would like to see some more open wheel, more oval experience from people before they just hop in for
or
the Indy
even
500.
like stock car racing. Like if they were like, we're bringing in a NASCAR driver, I'd be like, okay, we're doing this again. But it's like Valentino Rossi just does not give off the vibe of giving a fuck about the Indy 500.
No,
and I might be
sports
wrong.
car racing. He does sports car racing once he retired from MotoGP. Neither of those
he's doing
things
great.
are
He's
very
not
similar to
interested.
this. Exactly. He's not interested. It's a weird thing to be like, that's actually what the original plan was. I was like, okay, and I didn't like the original plan either. So at least plan B's more fun for me.
First of all, saying Ryan Hunter-Reay is your plan B, go fuck yourself.
Wow.
That would be my plan A. I'd be like, Pato, get out of the fucking car. At least Ryan Hunter-Reay had a chance last year.
He's the only
with love.
car we're running. He's the only car we're running. We've gotten rid of
Nolan
all the other people. He's the only car we're running. He gets his pickup car. Plan B, more like he's plan A, B, and C. He gets to walk around and pick somebody's car he wants to race in the Indy 500. He goes, Joseph, I'm sorry. Taking it. Get the fuck out of here.
And you know what? They're going to blend that attenuator so he can win the Indy 500.
And they're going to say, it's allowed. It's allowed for him. That's how he likes it. That's how Ryan likes it. He likes it blended.
He likes his attenuator blended.
Hey,
and
listen,
where we'd argue.
Mr. P standing for Penske, of course. He said we could blend. He said we could blend it, and he already told the tech people it's good too. It's just like how Ryan likes it. It's an aesthetic thing. He thinks it looks ugly when it's not blended. You guys get it. Yeah. But not Joseph's. His isn't allowed to be blended. Mm-mm. Don't blend it.
No, that's illegal.
No, thank you. We would never do such a thing. Thank you so much.
No.
And, also, by the way, the car he's driving, yeah, it's David Malukas'. We kicked him out. You guys get it. It's for Ryan. It's for Ryan, so.
You guys
Ryan gets what Ryan wants. Diva, this guy. This fucking guy. Hard to work with, but we do it for Ryan. No, I don't put disrespect on his name, please. This guy that I just learned about a year ago, he's actually high up in the honors for Andrea, so don't disrespect him, okay? Anywho, Dale Coyne says they're going to driver announcement for their second seat by Thanksgiving. Originally, if you guys are following...
Talk!
Because we're following, they said originally it was going to be Halloween. That is come and gone. How are you feeling about Thanksgiving?
It's
in 2 days.
3 days away. But they usually announce on a Tuesday. So if by the time you're listening to this, Dale Coyne has not said that Yuki Tsunoda is in that second seat, because that's what all the IndyCar experts are saying.
Right. Right.
That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. I don't know. That's what they're saying.
I mean, that's what they're saying.
Word on the street. I think I said by the end of November is my prediction for when Dale Coyne announces.
I laughed at you.
Well, I think that may be, I think I said that's giving them a lot of grace.
Who else is there? They're definitely not going to announce tomorrow. Why would they announce tomorrow, considering we today got such a big driver announcement? Why would you even bother trying to compete?
Remember, they leaked it for themselves. Do you think Yuki Tsunoda? Do you?
Continue.
Do you think Yuki Soda?
I think he's one of the 23 flavors in Dr. Pepper. I think it's like cake or Yuki. It's like a Yuki or soda. Sorry, I should have workshopped the joke a little bit more before I said it. You guys get what I'm saying?
No. Do you think Yuki Tsunoda to Dale Coyne would be bigger news than
Yes.
Mick Schumacher to RLO?
Because that would also be a news on Red Bull. Nothing to do about Dale Coyne. It's going to be then you're confirming that he's not driving a Red Bull.
Oh yeah, I thought that was confirmed.
No, that's just what the IndyCar experts were saying. You got duped. Anywho, listen, they're IndyCar experts, not F1 experts. I don't know about that one, Dale Coyne. Anyways, moving on to the driver announcement everybody's talking about. Mick Schumacher to RLL, taking the Doge car.
Fuck off with that. I'm genuinely nervous. Are they going to put him in the Doge car?
No, the Doge car was only because Dev was in it. I don't think
right,
that they
because
actually have a sponsorship from... Yeah, right, because Dev...
Pump and dump nepotism.
Right.
Right.
I should get into the cryptocurrency scams so my kid can drive an IndyCar someday.
Should we have... Hey, guys, if we put out a laps down coin, and it was kind of like a rug pull situation...
Right.
Would you buy the Spirit of the Roval coin?
To the moon. To the moon, bitches. I'm going to need you guys to put your retirement savings towards it, probably, so I can immediately cash out.
Yeah.
So my kid can live a good life. I mean, you guys will be fucked, but my kid will be an IndyCar, so.
You'll be fine.
Sorry. I don't even have a kid yet.
I was going to say.
But they'll be set when I do.
True.
Yep. Dev's really paving the way.
Speaking doing something.
It's Nepo Baby replaced by Nepo Baby. Mick is Nepo Baby. I mean, we accept Mick. We like him as far as Nepo Babies go. But it's an interesting trend. They're keeping it going.
I have noticed that there's
does he have?
Quite a bit of nepotism in motorsport.
No, I've noticed that as well.
Makes you think.
Do you think Mick has a sponsor of his own that he's bringing in?
I'd have to assume so, because I think the only reason you would get rid of Dev... You aggressively turned away. You didn't have to do it that fast.
I mean, I'm just trying to be respectful. I'm so
No, and I appreciate it. It was an abrupt move. No, okay, I'll keep talking so that you can eat. I think the only reason you would get rid of Dev, because clearly they don't give a fuck about performance. I think
right. Don't mince words. This is Live Sound Podcast.
The only reason you would get rid of Dev is if you could find someone who would replace what he brought, which was money.
I'm Mickey Mouse conducting the fountains. This is what he looked like.
This is not a video-only podcast. There are people who just listen to this. Whatever. They'll be fine.
If you guys were wondering, I was conducting the fountains like Mickey Mouse, exactly like I fucking said. Imagine what he looked like. Now imagine that's me. Done. Audio friendly now. Continue. Back onto Dev bringing in money and not talent. Continue.
He brings in money and not talent. I would have to assume that he is bringing in some kind of sponsor, because he's only done one. Andrea. He's only...
We gotta go. They're gonna kick me out of this room someday. The embassy fucking suites, they run a tight ship, okay? I know. Yeah, you get it.
I get
Dev gets it. Dev, you should be part of this.
Is he in the room with you?
Yeah, no, he's over there. Where do you think he stays other than an embassy suites? Please, he has fucking class and decorum.
That's a great
Something
point.
You wouldn't know about. Because you don't pump and dump like him.
Ew. Fuck.
What is there to say? You know what I mean? You
We
guys
don't.
know what the
Okay, what
deal
I
is.
was gonna say is that we don't know. Like, they've only had one test with him. It was at IMS, which famously, for some fucking reason, RLL is pretty good at, or IMS road course. So he's never been on an oval. However, I did look up his star sign. He's an Aries. You know who else is an Aries? Well, you, but also Alex Palou.
So he's good. He'll win the Indy
I
500.
think he'll be
Congratulations.
fine. No, I think he'll be fine. It'll be interesting to see. For all of the F1 fans who are like, maybe I'll get into IndyCar now that Mick Schumacher is going to be racing in IndyCar. I just, like, be cautious. Like, go into it with low standards because he is racing for RLL. Ah, God, I told myself I wasn't going to be mean to RLL, so I'm not going to do that. But just, like, he's not at a top team. It could be a
Yeah,
little messy. No, not yet. Yeah,
they're
he
they
can make
are
his
they
way
are
up
they
the.
no. They're seeming to make a real shift in RLL.
Oh yeah, because
With
they
some of their
just
recent
hired
hiring
Gavin
and stuff, like
Ward.
I think that they've decided they want to be a real team now.
They want to be a team on Sundays as well as Saturdays.
Right. And I think that's exciting. All the more competition for IndyCar is good for us to talk about.
True. I mean,
Look
maybe
at
they
that.
could cook
Yeah.
something up.
Mick knows what he's doing. Surely.
I'm excited. I always think it's interesting when people come in. They're like, he's never done an oval before," and I'm like, wait till you find out how many ovals we do. At least 4.
They're apparently, yeah, doing a little oval test for him. I feel like maybe we would have done that before we signed him for a full season, but
Sure.
what the fuck do I know? Not shit. I hope he has a good time. We're just yeah, fuck it. The guy
I think it'll
deserves
be
to have a
good.
little fun.
There is, I do kind of wonder when we bring over some of these like bigger names in F1. I guess would Roman Grosjean be the last one? Marcus Ericsson, big names. Because there's so much access to the drivers, I wonder if anything's going to change, like within the. You don't think so?
Throw him
They
to the
toss him
wolves.
in. Yeah.
I mean, I think he is probably more famous than a lot of the IndyCar drivers, but like
100%.
I've seen some pretty fucking famous people with like no fucking people. Like at the Rolex 24, they just took Kevin Magnussen like fresh off his F1 season. Like literally the month before he was in F1. They were like, fuck it, get out there, guy. Do table autograph signings.
Right. But don't you think Mick Schumacher is more famous than that?
Kevin Magnussen?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Like, I think.
I don't think I have a good concept for this because it's like I wasn't like I wasn't a motorsports fan during
Right.
Michael
When he
Schumacher's
was.
heyday. And then
Mhm.
everything I've ever heard about Mick is just people being mean to him. So I'm like,
Yeah.
are people just gonna go be mean to him? Maybe. I don't know. Like people aren't nice to Mick. People are like kind of mean to Mick, even though he is a Schumacher.
Right. Well, I guess we'll find out.
We'll be nice to you, Mick. We like you a lot. You were part of Haas
We love
Legacy.
Haas.
Big fan of Haas here. We should have Mick on. Why
We
are we
have
not
him on
getting
for
Mick
the Indy
on?
500. Well, it's only been a day.
Mick,
I've
get
but no
on
one to
here.
contact.
Mick, get on here. You know, we've only had one other IndyCar driver on here, and he's done pretty good at ovals specifically. So if that's something you're interested in, we are available. We will be very nice about RLL. We understand that that's your employer. We won't even talk about most of the stuff that we would probably normally talk about when it comes to RLL.
We'll cut
And
it.
yeah, it'll be for the Patreon that we don't have. You guys, you get it, Mick. Do you have anything else to say to Mick? Any words of wisdom before we move on to NASCAR?
I don't know. Get ready to learn ovals, bud. It'll be fun.
Get ready to learn ovals. NASCAR. There's not much to talk about other than the text messages.
They're just really. Well, they're not all funny, but some of them are really funny.
We have two favorites. My favorite is where they say Steve Phelps says that Richard Childress, who's, as you noted, a true blue collar man,
That's what he
says
says.
specifically he should be taken out back and flogged, which is like
That's
the
a crazy thing to say.
craziest thing I've ever heard. Like, I genuinely am like typing that. Like, if I typed those words out to text to you, I would probably be like, I should take a step back. Like, I would delete it and type something else, probably, personally. That's crazy. Like, words on paper, that's crazy.
Right. Steve Phelps, who like formerly was an owner of NASCAR too. It's just like I don't like Richard Childress as much as the next guy, but like
And
they should have been using WhatsApp,
and
Snapchat.
this is literally what Richard Childress was talking about when he said that there's discrimination against blue collar guys like him.
Frick. Now you're proving him right.
We fucking clowned on him, and he's right.
Damn.
Makes you think. Honestly, it makes me forgive Austin Hill. I'm just kidding.
Sorry?
Would never. Fuck that guy. No, I think it's the craziest thing to type out and send to anybody in any sort of professional context. I mean, like, these are conversations that were subpoenaed because they were related to NASCAR official business. Like, part of the case that 2311 is building against NASCAR is these messages. So it's not even like me and MJ like shooting the shit. Like,
we would never
talking.
say something like that. We've
No.
never said flogged.
No, we'd use a different word. We would probably just leave it at take him out back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, guys. This is all us just joking because these messages are so ridiculous.
Crazy.
It's
these
like
are professionals.
Like, yeah. And didn't he also call him a stupid redneck?
Yeah.
I think that's an interesting thing to say about somebody in a derogatory way, considering we're talking about NASCAR.
It's NASCAR.
Right. It's like, right. Redneck. I think that's actually part of the point.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. The stupid thing I agree with. Sure. But redneck?
See, be like, just leave it at redneck. Again, like, leave it at redneck and it's a strictly professional conversation. You throw in the stupid there and it's a little questionable.
Yeah. Just call him a stupid.
And honestly, it's like one and the same. Like, you don't need to reiterate
I would never say
stupid
that.
with redneck. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Jesus, somebody's going to clip this and be like, Andrea said she would take Richard Childress out back. That'll be the end of this fun that we were having here on Limestone. What's your favorite? The second one.
The one of the Spire Motorsports co-owners called him a cuck for Trump, which is so funny to me because, like, true. True. And I'm sure
I wouldn't say it in those words.
No, I'm pretty sure earlier this year I called him a bunch of Trump meat writers. So, like, I'm not super mad at it. But what I thought was funny is Richard Childress spoke out.
Meat writers is more respectable than cuck. Because at least they're writing.
At least he's participating.
Right. You're saying something far worse, which is that he's not even participating. He's watching. Wow. Makes you think.
Interesting. But interestingly, I noted that Richard Childress did come out and speak up against being called a stupid redneck and saying he needed to be taken aback and flogged. Did not mention that he's a cuck for Trump. Has no issue with that.
Nothing to say about the cuck issue.
But what's funny is the conversation wasn't even.
It'd be so funny if he was like
as bad.
He's just like. And while we're talking about it, I take issue with the kink shaming specifically coming from Spire Motorsports. Good. So where are we buying our Spire merch? Just kidding.
I was going to say, suddenly.
No, I'm just like, it's like crazy that these came from NASCAR execs about NASCAR business. They were subpoenaed because they were in relation to the lawsuit. Hey guys, maybe take a page out of Zach Brown's books and turn on that disappearing message, huh? Furthermore, Furthermore, you guys would hate to see our text. No, I'm just kidding. We actually, honestly, you and I are the epitome of beating the dead horse. We get mad over like the same 5
Same
things
thing.
every like
Yeah.
week. We're like, and actually, now that we're talking about the RLL qualifying speed some more, I was thinking about it.
No,
but
literally.
like, but like, I'm like, why are these executives like even having these conversations like where this would even like how does this even come up in a
I don't
professional
know.
setting where you're like, and I think he's a cuck personally for Trump. They're like, that's insightful, owner of Spire Motorsports. Thank you so much for adding to our professional conversation here. We'll have to circle back in Q4. I don't know. I guess it's just crazy. Do you think that this is going to make people stop, as you would say so eloquently, meat riding for NASCAR? Because it seems like some people that were originally wanted to just be racist against Michael Jordan, now they're like, well, I didn't know they
Yeah.
were calling me a stupid redneck.
I think that a lot of the people just wanted to be racist against 2311 are meat riders of Richard Childress. So I think now that he's getting called out for being a cuck, they're kind of like, don't insult our man.
They're like, actually, the term is meat rider.
Our pronouns are meat rider.
Oh God, I don't know. I think it's really got them in a real conundrum, and I can't wait to see them all figure it out. I can't.
Well,
I'll be
apparently
waiting. I'll
Richard
waiting
Childress is
by.
like, I'm gonna sue. For what? For what? Because they
Are you
hurt your
gonna?
feelings?
No, I think people don't understand how a suit like the lawsuit for what defamation. You'd have to prove that you're not a stupid redneck.
Well, but also you'd have to prove damages. People know that you're a meat writer for Donald Trump. Like, fine.
What do you want
Or,
us to do about it? They'd be like,
yeah.
"Sir, Exhibit A. This is him cucking for Donald Trump. It's you can't argue with the evidence." The
He
judge is
always
like, "Can't argue
requests
with
a
the
chair in
evidence."
his room. Like, what
Yeah,
do you
no.
want? There's nothing wrong with it.
Here I have a photo album of all of Richard Childress' recent hotel stays. I'll have you know, specifically at the Embassy Suites, he always gets this type of cuck chair. Thoughts?
That's.
Yeah, it's inarguable evidence right there. That's for him to watch Trump, I guess. Who's Trump fucking us?
I think Bill Clinton, right?
Well, I think that's another great email chain, guys. Highly recommend we release more of those so we can read more of those. We're just on
Uh,
one today. There's so many fun emails to read, so many text messages to unleash into the public. We're learning a lot. People, knowledge is power. And be sure to make an informed decision on what side of the 2311 Front Row Motorsports lawsuit you're on. And I personally, I'm with the stupid rednecks. Surprisingly, and what a twist! What a twist!
what a twist. Lord.
Okay, do you have anything else to say, or do we want to wrap this up?
Well, do we want to talk about Halo or do we want to save that for like a
Oh,
podcast? A
dude,
podcast?
yeah, we're doing that right now. Let's fucking. I scrolled past Halo because Halo is at the top. Okay, this
I
is the
labeled
point
it under
where
Hoot Nanny.
right.
Did you
No, I
like
saw
that?
that. I did. They could have named the account that rather than Halo. Would have been a better name. If you
Halo.
guys have been disconnected from the internet for a week or so, Sky Sports made their own TikTok account called Halo. It was specifically marketed as the little sister to Sky Sports, and it was meant specifically for girls, women, to learn about sports and to
Right.
engage in a sports community just for women. So we didn't have to deal with any of these pesky boys. And boy, did they goofed. I don't think they ran this past a single woman.
Not a
I don't
single
really know.
woman
I
was
don't really
within
know who
spitting
made
distance
it.
of that boardroom.
Their first couple TikToks were about, it was like soccer, and it was like when the hot girl walk and matcha hits, and it was in pink font, pink across all their videos, pink font.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And there's nothing, and you might be thinking, like, did they explain these sports at all? Did they make like content about women's sports? Did they um, engage or spotlight women fans of these sports or anything? No, no. It was just clips from the regular sport, the one that they would put on the regular Sky Sports account, just with pink font
Pink font.
and something fucking real stupid on the screen. What did you? You came out of hibernation a bit. You really were like,
Yeah,
fuck
I
this shit.
posted about it. I tagged him in it too.
Fucking take that, Halo.
Take that. Um, it's just another byproduct of the oh my god, women are watching epidemic that we've seen. Like we saw IndyCar do it. They're like, oh, we've got a lot of young people, especially women. How are we gonna like nurture this relationship? Let's bring in Dave
Pink,
Portnoy, obviously.
pink
No, we
font,
didn't even get Pink from IndyCar. But then
pink.
Sky Sports notices over there, like they have like 5 accounts that there's a lot of women, and they're like, we should probably do something about this. As if they're not already watching those original accounts. They're like, we should actually try to
separate
get them as far away from Sky Sports as possible because Sky Sports, and everybody knows this, is for boys.
Boys. It's actually
Obviously.
the logo's blue
For boy.
for boy.
That's how you know. Because pink is girl color and then every other color boy color.
I noticed you're wearing a pink hat right now for McLaren. Is it because orange?
For
You
girl.
were like a little, yeah. You didn't think it
Orange
gave
is boy
girl
color.
enough, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's why I always race as Princess Peach because I know she's a girl. Daisy can get kind of confusing sometimes.
Right. She does
Why
kind
she
of give more
orange?
tomboy.
You can tell by the way she's brunette and wears orange.
Famously.
Thank God Halo made this safe space. And honestly, we should be grateful for it. They said they wanted to make a safe community for us little sisters to watch sports. MJ, did you not feel like the Sky Sports? I mean, I thought the regular Sky Sports channel was kind of scary, but that's just because Jacques Villeneuve was there. And sometimes Danica
Right.
Patrick. That was
Sure.
spooky.
More worried about the. Never mind.
Another time.
Another
Back
time.
on
We
those
can talk about another
emails that
time.
they should release. Do you think they should release more?
Anything else need to be released? I can
Any others?
list a few. But just the whole thing, like it was so clear that they didn't have like a goal in mind because looking at this, it's like, are you trying to introduce new women into the sports? Are you trying to get women who currently watch all of these different Sky Sports accounts and actively engage with them? Are you trying to move them away from that onto something like a completely different product? They clearly weren't highlighting female athletes or women's sports. It wasn't because like when I first saw it, they announced it at like the Creator Awards. When I first saw it, I assumed it was going to be like ESPNW, which is it's ESPN, but they only post about like women's sports and highlight women fans and whatever. Which I'm like, I think we could probably do this on the regular ESPN
Right.
page, but that's a different battle.
It's a little questionable, but at least like you
But
actually can just watch something on the ESPNW channel and there not be a bunch of fuck ass dudes in the comments being like, they can't even shoot basketball like boy.
No one even cares. Does anyone watch women's sports?
No, it actually is like, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and just do this somewhere else because you fuckers are annoying.
Right. Yeah, there's
They
clearly
didn't post anything about women's sports.
They did.
Okay.
Eventually. So because we were in the US, we only got to see like 6 different posts, which a blessing and a curse. There were a couple things that they posted that did highlight women's sports, but then people were in the comments being like, why couldn't you just put this on the Sky Sports page? Like, wouldn't it be cool if we just put this content that you made highlighting these women on the Sky Sports page? I guess I don't really understand. But their first post was also a happy birthday post to Lando Norris. And I was like, are you fucking shitting me right now?
If you guys are wondering what this has to do with motorsports, the gold content we got from them before they deactivated their account due to bullying about F1, because that's, of course, the only motorsport they would post about on there.
Right.
We got a Lando Norris happy birthday post, because girl like Lando. Everybody know that. And then we got a post about Charles Leclerc getting engaged. Because girl like marriage.
Girl like nuclear family.
Yeah. Boy, girl, married, 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl. Everybody knows that that's what you have to do. Everybody knows. Maybe dog if you're lucky.
Wiener dog, yeah.
If you're so lucky, your nuclear family can have one wiener dog. Only one, though, two is too many. Oh, okay. If you are a different variant of nuclear family, you get one golden retriever. That one you can multiply by 2 as long as it's one boy, one girl. You gotta keep it even.
Right. You'll have to fit in the little
just like the
life
Sky
cars.
Sports Halo account just starts getting really weird. Like it's like a 10-second video, and like the last 5 seconds, it's like boy, girl. By the way, if you, the boy, girl are married, and you're like, what? What was that? Was that like a subliminal message in there? What was that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho,
That's stupid. And
it was
dumb.
really fucking stupid, and it's a good reminder that bullying works because they deactivated the account.
Oh, 100%. The masses
Just
won.
yeah, like don't. If you guys ever think like, is my voice really being heard? Just know it is, and
Yeah.
keep being annoying because maybe, just maybe, they'll deactivate their account.
Hell yeah.
So to the people that have been leaving hate comments on the Laps Down account, just know there has been a few times it almost worked. Keep pushing.
They're actually...
There was one point where we like talked
I
about
was gonna
Curtis
say-
McFarland, and I was like, I think we should probably
I think I'm gonna lose my mind.
remove our podcast from the internet. Probably right. Anywho, and for that reason, this episode is going to have pink font captions, so girls can follow along.
This podcast is for girls. The little sister of the teardown.
That's what I heard.
That's what they've been saying.
Yeah, they've been saying that this is kind of like off track with Hinch and Rossi, plus the teardown, plus some stupid F1 podcast that I can't think of at the moment. Who's those two British guys? Matt and Tommy. No, I think one of them texted little kids, so probably not. But it's like all those things combined,
Allegedly.
but for girls.
Yeah. It's like a girl version of a boy podcast.
What do you guys think about that?
We've lost him at this point. I'm surprised. Has anyone listened past the cuck section? Because
I
we
think we
talked about
lost
that
him
for
at-
a long...
I'm going to be honest, I think we lost him at F1 Academy.
We're like, actually, this has never really been for me.
Right. Last time we talk about women on the podcast, guys, I promise.
Sorry about that.
We'll never do it again.
Hate when we have to do that.
Every once in a while, we get on here and we fucking talk about girl shit. It's like,
Ugh.
dude, if I wanted to listen to that, I would go to Halo. So please. Anywho, anything you want to say as a parting goodbye?
Supercars this week.
Adelaide?
Adelaide. It's
Austin
the
Cindric?
end all be all. Austin Cindric will be there. Jesse Love will be there. Will Brand will be there. He works there.
Brody
Heaney
will be there, but he's like kind of just a background character.
He signed
in
a
DC at this
massive
Dick Johnson deal.
massive dick.
No, it gets better. Massive Dick Johnson.
Dick Johnson.
I'm like, who's Dick
They
Johnson?
did that on purpose. They 100% did that on purpose, and it's so funny.
Graphic? Can we make a graphic of us and it says Laps Down signed a massive dick?
Why would we do that?
Massive dick.
Massive. Which, like, what does that mean? Like, massive isn't usually, like, in official statements for deals anyways. They're
Dick
just like,
Johnson. Is this the first
I
it's
have
brought
no
to his attention
idea.
that his name is like very penis
Dick
coded?
Johnson?
Whatever. I don't have time for this. I have to go to bed. I have to move tomorrow.
No, so true.
And you have
Queen.
the flu.
I know, I have to go to bed. I feel really, really sick.
Good night. Good. Yeah. No. So true.
Good night.
Queen. Good night, Queen. Guys, be sure to leave a 5-star review, follow us, or whatever. And you guys go to bed too. Honestly, it's like, what are you
Everyone
doing?
go to bed.
Everyone.
This is
go to bed.
ridiculous.
Good night,
night.
Queens.